I did that by many things. I tried many things, all kinds of, I was experimenting with it. So, I mean, I would just walk down the street and say, there's prosperity everywhere. I'm breathing in prosperity. I'd do all these affirmations, I'm breathing in prosperity with every breath I take. My substance is prosperity. I am abundant. I am worthy, And so I would say all these affirmations. I would have them all pinned up around the apartment that I was staying in, and so that I would see them and read them every day. So that was just one thing I did. Then what I would do, the biggest thing was, because at the time I was in incredible debt. I was making The Secret, and I just didn't have the money to make it.
Wow.
And I started out $2 million in debt, mind you, because of a whole lot of shows that went really wrong. Yeah, I was. And so, I mean, $2 million in debt makes it sound like I had a lot of money. I never had anything like that money. But these particular movies that we're making, they ran over budget. And so I started with $2 million in debt. I remember I discovered The Secret, and I went to my accountant and I said, you have to do whatever it takes to keep my company afloat. I'm going to make something that's going to change the world. I'm going to make it. You keep my company going. And so,
Wow.
and he just said, okay. And so I took out, oh my gosh, I maxed every credit card I had to the limit. I mortgaged my home to the absolute limit. I took overdrafts out on my company so I could make the documentary.
Wow.
And so I had crushing debt coming in on me, and I needed more money to keep making it. So it was a journey of absolute luck, and the luck was just an expression of what I'd been brought up with. So I had to turn that around. So one of the things I did, like when I would go and then you would get your bills or accounts in the mail, it wasn't all online. And so I'd go to the mail and straight away my stomach would and if anybody's been in that situation where you just don't have enough money and you've got all these bills, it's a horrible feeling, and my whole body would contract, and I would know that is attracting a lack of money and that's not attracting abundance. So I used to do this thing whereby I would do gratitude and I would listen to music, and I would do as many things as I could until I felt really, really good. And I would just say to myself, I am abundant, and nothing would object. No thought would object. And I'm like, right, now's the time to open the mail, right? Well, I'm feeling really, really good. And so then I would open the bills, and I would look at each one as though it was a check. I would imagine it's a check, not a bill. And I would go, wow, look at all the checks I got today. And so I would do that, and then I'd open them up and I'd be like, wow, $160 check and, a $2,300 check. And then I felt like it wasn't, I would add them all up, and that's how much I received today. And then I would think, you know what? I need to be receiving more money than that. So I would add zeros to the bills, and I would pretend that they were, instead of $160, it was $16,000 check that was coming to me. And so I would add it all up, and I received all this money. So that was one of the other games that I played. And then I did something quite radical. It was an experiment and test, and all of these things I did so that I could tell what worked and what would work for people.